Welcome to the Pathways to Surrender podcast. I'm Michael Warmoth, and thank you for joining us for this guided meditation. Please note that these meditations are recorded in a tropical setting with the windows and doors open, so you will hear birds and other sounds. Try not to let them distract you from the words. Let's take a moment now to just get settled in, get comfortable and relaxed. Maybe close our eyes and take some breaths and just listen to the music before the meditation starts. The message brought to us by all the great spiritual teachers and teachings was that what we are looking for is not outside of us, it is within us and around us. It is what we are. This teaching has been universal for such a long time. And yet, we still find ourselves and others, other teachings that lead us to believe there is something outside of ourselves that we need to please or we need to find. But that has never been the case. The truth tells us that we are inseparable from what we are seeking. But what are we seeking? Most of us are seeking relief from the worries and anxieties and the suffering and the sorrows that seem to be the way of life. We're hoping someone will fix them, take them away. But what we are really, truly seeking is the truth, the knowing of ourselves, our true selves, our authentic selves. So if this truth has been within us all along, why is it so hard to find? Why do we continue to suffer and struggle? If the truth of our being is that we are one with the infinite, creative source of everything. It is because we have replaced that knowing with a faith and trust in what we have created as an identity. We believe in this thing called me that has personality, has characteristics, has limitations and faults and weaknesses. We believe that's who we are. We believe these things are true about us. We hold them as true. That we have problems and issues. That there are things wrong with us. There are things bad about us. And so much of the spiritual path for so many people has been about trying to fix and correct and repair, which is just an entanglement with the ego and the identity. But all of that is just a storm on the surface of the ocean. And below the surface is always the truth. The ego is in constant conflict with the natural and authentic flow of the creative power of the truth of the infinite consciousness. It is a tiring conflict. It uses our resources. It saps our energy. And there is no need for it. It serves no purpose. At one time, it seemed our only way forward, our only way to live through whatever traumatic and challenging circumstances we were experiencing. Some awful betrayal caused us to turn away from our authentic selves, and to remain in conflict thereafter, always trying to control, trying to fit in, to make things right, to look good, whatever our strategy was. But for most of us, we have realized now that that has not worked. We have not found the happiness and the peace and the satisfaction that that strategy was designed to bring us. We cannot know peace when we are in conflict with ourselves, our authentic selves. Obviously, peace and conflict are the opposite. It is important that we are conscious of that conflict, that we can see it, that we can acknowledge it and recognize it, that we admit to ourselves that we are the only ones keeping ourselves from knowing peace. No one is doing it to us. Nothing is against us. There is no power or force against us. Most of us have avoided what is inside us, what is authentic within us. We have been afraid of it. And that fear is the basis of all our suffering and struggle, all our issues and problems, all our difficulties stem directly from that fear of our authentic selves. But what is there to fear? Why? What could be so awful about being freely expressed? We hold a long list of ideas about what is wrong with that, of what will happen if we are authentic, that we will be left out, or we will be disliked or rejected or abandoned or isolated, that we will not survive. We need to question what ideas we are holding on to. What are we clinging to that makes us so willing to suffer? That leading such an incomplete life looks better and letting go and being authentic. The truth is that there are no harmful consequences from being authentic, because we are not dependent on others' views of us, because we are perfect expressions of a perfect creative power. And when we know ourselves fully, truly, and deeply, we radiate love. We are expressions of love. And that is a powerful force. Love is the creative force. Nothing can overpower love. Love is the source of miracles. It is the source of healing. It is the energy of truth. But now, what is the role of love in our lives now? Are we afraid of it? Do we deny it? Are we cynical about it? Skeptical? We may not know it, we may not be conscious of it, but what we truly long for is to know the unconditional love of our authentic selves. That is what we seek. That is our one true desire, to know the peace of the unconditional love that is our true nature, the reality of who we are. Doesn't come from outside of us. It is within us. It is always the truth of who we are. Cannot be removed or lost or withdrawn. Our conscious existence is an expression of that power, that energy. We exist as it because we have free will. We can deny it. We can be in conflict with it. We can create a different identity and reality within our mind. That is the creative power our mind that we can turn away from reality and live in an imagined reality. But there is no satisfaction in that. There is no love in that, no peace. That kind of dissociation from reality takes effort and energy, requires control. It will never give us what we want. So let us choose a different way. If we can acknowledge that conflict and our desire to end it, we can start to become present to a different reality than we have created. We can come back to the one reality, the true reality, the knowing of an infinite self, and unconditionally loving and accepting and creative infinite self, not separate from anything, but one with everything. The infinite peace of the infinite consciousness is within you. It is who you are. Trust that. Hold it as true. Thank you for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you would like more information on these meditations and teachings, you can visit pathwaystosurrender.com. You might be interested in our other podcast, Pathways to Wholeness. These are episodes of meditative teachings designed to help us move to the next step in our journey, letting go and learning to surrender, overcoming resistance. That's Pathways to Wholeness. Look for the next episode soon. We'll be uploading them every couple of days. See you next time.